Hello fellow freedom seekers and everyone who's interested in living in a caravan full-time. Today we are going to deal with a problem which is a public enemy number one when you live in a caravan full-time. This is mold and mildew. Nasty, pesky, black mold. After winter I noticed that on the roof of our caravan awning we have some mold, some black spots. So I'm going to attack them today gently with vinegar. I will also mention other products you can buy, but I would like to try gently just with vinegar because I want to keep my awning waterproof. So if it sounds interesting, if you want to find out more, give me a thumbs up and let's dive in. You may remember a video about avoiding condensation, damp and mold in the caravan. That's why we moved cooking, drying wet clothes, drying wet gear to the awning. And guess what? We don't have any mold problems and mildew problems in the caravan, but now we have a mold problem in the awning after winter. So this space wasn't sufficiently heated in winter, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but there are tiny dark spots on the ceiling. Here, just the beginning of a serious problem. So while it's still small and insignificant, let's attack it today. It's okay, this is the choice we made. We would rather risk having mold and damp in the awning, but not in the caravan. We bought this awning second hand. It's been up for all winter. It served us beautifully. It was really convenient, made our life easier, and we could do many things which generate steam and damp. Here in the awning, we didn't have to do it in the caravan and risk mildew and mold developing in the caravan. So what are the causes of having a bit of mold on the awning ceiling? Apart from great British winter weather, which is very wet and damp, our dishwasher contributed to growing mold on the ceiling. It's the waste here in this area, just above the dishwasher. It's not tragic yet, but visible. I'm sure we can manage it better next time. So a dishwasher generates a bit of steam. Perhaps I shouldn't open it too early, let it cool down. Then it's cooking, especially simmering and slow cooking, that generates a lot of steam. Of course, our jackets, our wet weather gear gets very wet in autumn and winter, and this is where it dries. It dries in the awning rather in the caravan. And our shoes, our boots, our walking and work shoes, they get wet and they have to dry somewhere, and it's here in the awning. How to avoid condensation, damp and mold in the awning. If you live in a caravan in winter, you would have to heat it all the time, 24/7. Electric heaters, gas heaters, diesel heaters. Perhaps a wood burner is the only solution. I have no idea about the cost of installation, cost of wood. What would be the most efficient way of heating up your awning? I'm not sure. Maybe you know better. Let me know in the comments. I'm sure you know why you have to remove mold. You don't want to breathe in mold spores. It's very harmful, very bad for your lungs, very bad for your health. You could develop a lungs problem, breathing problem. You don't want to live with mold. So what did I prepare for today? I have two types of mold and mildew remover which we use at work. This is very good for cleaning sealants, cleaning walls. This one as well. This one is even more powerful. But today I don't want to start with harsh products. I want to try vinegar because I'm worried that those two may hurt waterproof surface of my awning and my awning may start to leak. My other concern about these two products is that they may contain bleach and discolor my grey awning. I wouldn't like that. Let me know if you have experience of using those mold sprays. Let's just give it a little spray to test if they change the color of fabric. This is number one. And number two, also let me know if you know any natural methods of removing mold which are cheap, eco-friendly and will not harm waterproof coating of your awning. If you have experience of using products to remove mold from your awning, please let me know in the comments. I will be really grateful. Okay, towards the end of the video we will check if any of those colors bleached the cloth, but let's get on with the job in hand. Right, I've got my PPE on. Whatever product I use, it's gonna be smelly, so I already opened both doors of the awning. I read that vinegar works well on the mold. It kills more mold spores. You could use undiluted vinegar, but that's gonna be super smelly. I'm going to dilute it 50-50 with water, so I have a cup of water here. We'll pour a cup of vinegar in my bowl. So the instruction I found online said soak the awning with vinegar, leave it for about an hour. You could use undiluted or diluted vinegar. Leave it for an hour, damp with clean cloth. So we'll see how it's working. This is probably the cheapest method, vinegar, the cheapest product out of those three. But if it's not working, I will try my bought Mildew mold removers. Okay, that's a cup of vinegar. Cheers. Goggles are definitely a good idea because some drops splashed on my goggles. You really want to wear eye protection, whatever you use, gloves and a mask, because it stinks. It absolutely stinks. And make sure you have good ventilation. So a nice windy sunny day like today is perfect for doing this job. Fingers crossed it will work. Okay, we are done, ladies and gents. Whew. I'm not sure what's the best method of applying this, really. You get splashes with everything, with a brush, with a cloth. In the end, I've screwed on my spray nozzle on the vinegar and sprayed the whole thing. It was leaking a little bit. Probably the least messy one is a cloth, is a damp cloth soaked in vinegar. You get less spillage. You don't spread it so much on your stuff in the awning. So when you do it, if you do it when your awning is empty, you don't mind splashing, it's okay, you can use a spray. That's the quickest method of applying that. I think it starts to work slowly. We'll leave it for an hour and test it with a white cloth. White cloth will show us if we are picking anything up or not. What do you think? Will it work, or we'll have to use Astonish Mould and Mildew Blaster or HG Mould Spray? This is a really good brand, HG. We use a lot of their products at work, but I would rather not use it on my awning because it's harsh. It works wonders, but it's quite harsh. See you soon. See you in about an hour. Make yourself a cup of tea. Welcome on day 2 of our experiment of removing mold and mildew from the awning ceiling with vinegar. Yesterday I sprayed it, I wiped it, I brushed it in, tried many different techniques of application. I left it overnight. It was stinking here, and when Marek came back home he said, "What the heck have you done, woman?" It was stinking horribly. We left awning open for all night. It's better today. And I would love to tell you that it worked, but I'm afraid it didn't. So the instruction said leave it on for an hour, then wipe mold with damp cloth. But it's not coming off. I think it worked a little bit. Those patches, those dots are lighter, but they are still here, especially above the dishwasher. I'm not sure you can see it, but I can see them here, here. The main active ingredient which is supposed to remove mold in vinegar is acid, and these two products are based on chlorine, and I will have to use one of them to sort my awning and then pray it's still waterproof. If it's not, reproof it with Papsil. Back to square one then. I still have my PPE, luckily. Ladies and gents, that's it. Half an hour later, I can still see those pesky black spots. It didn't work, basically. But I think I will leave it. It's not a problem till autumn, till winter. Maybe in the meantime, I will find another solution and try another product, so I will keep you posted. Luckily, it's not a major problem, it is minimal. As long as it's not growing more, I'm not really that bothered. And I'm not bothered till autumn, till the next wet season. But in the meantime, if you have any ideas how to attack mold on the awning, please let me know in the comments, and I'm very happy to post another video trying your ideas, trying your strategies to tackle mold in the awning. For now, I'm signing off. Thank you very much for watching. It hasn't been a very successful video, no happy ending for us at the moment, but hopefully there is one in store. Thank you for watching, especially if you already subscribed. If you haven't done it yet, please do. It's free and it helps us enormously when it comes to growing the channel and reaching new audiences. It's free, and see you in the next video. Bye!